Hey guys, it's Brian again, here with another fan video, and what I have for you here is a 52-inch Emerson Designer ceiling fan from the mid-1990s. White finish with high gloss blades, in very good condition, minus a couple of nicks on the edges. It does have the original pull chain, 3-speed reversible fan. And as you can see, it does not have the cast aluminum Alaska-made motor. This is a mid-90s designer, so I believe these were made by Halsey. The early 90s designers were made by Alaska. That is the original canopy, however the downrod actually came off of my Summer Night. And the reason I used that is because the original downrod that came on this fan was one of those obnoxiously long, high ceiling downrods, which obviously would not work for this testing location. So I quickly removed that. It's in really good shape. Even has the original switch housing plug right there. And I'll show you the tag on the side of the switch housing is in very, very good, almost mint condition. I always loved these 90s Emerson Designers. '90s Emerson fans are kind of childhood for me. As a matter of fact, a little backstory on this one, I honestly thought that this was one of the fans that was installed in a restaurant in Walnut Creek, Ohio, an Amish restaurant called Dear Dutchman. They used to have a bunch of white Emersons in the dining room, including in the auxiliary dining room, a bunch of antique brass 1895 series. But it turns out those were Northwinds, those were not Designers. However, it's essentially the same fan. Really the only difference is the blade arms. These have the Casablanca style blade arms that are hollow in the middle rather than having the standard blade arms that the Northwinds have. So let's go ahead and fire this up. We're going to start on low. Very nice low speed. Very aesthetic. Moves a nice little breeze on low. These are definitely very good quality fans. For being a spinner motor Emerson fan, they definitely didn't lack in quality. No hum. Good blade pitch on this one too. You can definitely feel something on low speed. Medium. There's actually a gift shop in Walnut Creek across the street from Dear Dutchman that's called Carlisle Gift Shop. I believe they're owned by the same people. And they have in that gift shop on the second floor a bunch of 90s Emerson Northwinds, the non-Alaska version, basically identical to this, all white, except the blade brackets are different. But I always thought those were Designers for some reason. And actually the Dear Dutchman in Belleville, Ohio has a bunch of white early 90s Northwinds as well. Must have been a thing with that company to install Emerson fans and all Northwinds. Except for the one in Walnut Creek has the 1895s in the auxiliary dining room, which is really cool. Moves a really nice amount of air on medium. Definitely a good performer. Here's high speed. pretty strong amount of air. It moves on high. Not a terribly fast fan, but the pitch of the blades makes up for it. I mean, this thing moves quite a bit of air. Has a slight wobble to it, but really nothing noticeable. Yeah, I love the performance out of this fan. This has definitely impressed me. I'd even put it just slightly under a K55. Not quite there, but definitely close. Spin down. I picked this fan up from the Eastlake Habitat restore, and I wasn't intending on picking this up. However, when I first saw it, I thought it was one of the childhood Emersons from Amish country, Walnut Creek locations, to which I was quickly proven wrong when I looked up the locations with interior shots to find out that they were Northwinds and not Designers. But honestly, either way, I'm happy. I love these fans. These are really nice. Normally, I don't go out of my way to pick up spinner motor Emersons unless they're made by Alaska, but this one is an exception. I would love to find an early 90s Northwind, the non-Alaska version, basically this fan with different blade brackets. That'd be really cool. And I've actually been debating on hanging this in my spare bedroom. However, there's a couple things holding me back from that decision. The first thing being that the Hunter Passport 3 in there is flush mounted and it's absolutely perfect for that location. The second being that I'm not quite sure if I would like to have this with a light kit installed on it. So I guess I'll think about it. But anyway, that's my 52-inch Emerson Designer. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Keep watching, more videos to come.